It has been raining non-stop for like a week. It's been insanity. Diane's just been smashing jobs out in the garden. There she is over there. She's been clearing everything. We have pigs coming though, so we're on a time crunch and we have a lot of projects to get done. We're just gonna start ticking things off the list.
It is officially time to pull out these tomatoes. Some starting to colour, which is great to see, but most still green. So I'm just going to cut my losses this year and I'm going to pick them while they're still not pest ridden or eaten up, because some have been getting eaten by something. So I'm going to pick them and turn them into green relish or try to ripen them off the vine, because at this point I need to start clearing out this garden bed ready for next spring.
We're gonna start off with a project that we just picked some wood up for. It's a table. It's actually the first table that I ever built when I started woodworking. Around the time I built the chicken coop. Here she is, beautiful. As you can see, I never finished it. Classic me, classic me. So this was originally meant to be a workbench that I was gonna put the saw on, but now I'm thinking, because it is pretty much entirely made of pallet wood, I'm thinking that it becomes like a garden bench or something. I don't know. So as you guys are probably aware, I went away camping and I got a text message when I came back to civilization, and it pretty much read, "Hey, can I get these pigs? I've decided to get these pigs. We're getting pigs. I'm so excited." All the choice was taken away from me. And I am completely okay with that. I think it's awesome that Diane just pulled the trigger on it, and we always wanted pigs. It's always been top of the list. It's gonna be challenging, it's gonna be difficult, but like we know what to expect theoretically. So it's exciting to dive in, because you only learn if you do, you know? It has been very interesting talking to people about it though, because the general outlook tends to be quite negative, you know? I'm noticing a bit of a trend of pigs being in like the too hard basket. You know, you get like a cow or something, and they can just chill out in the paddock, it rains, they don't care, they just bed down. It's kind of, I can totally see the appeal in that. I think the challenge for me that I had to overcome with the decision to get pigs was the social side of it. Like, it's the same with Chooks as well. Like, you've got a company to lock them up. And we're on a rental. It would be ideal to have a permanent structure that we could lock them away, because like I'm a musician. I love hanging out with people, playing board games, doing all that kind of stuff. And I definitely don't want to give that up. So it has been a bit of a challenge to try and figure out how we're gonna follow our dreams, but also not let go of the things we like doing. But yeah, getting pigs is like the next level up. Of course, like Chooks are one thing, but pigs are a whole other kettle of fish. You mean they'll wreck your paddock if you don't move them. They'll wreck your paddock if you don't feed them. The challenge for me was the choice to give up the flexibility to be able to, like, you know, take a text message and be like, I'm gonna go around to a mate's place now, and just, you know, coast through the weekend, which is kind of like how I've designed my life for a long time. And it's kind of liberating to have that choice taken away from me, because this is what I want. I want pigs, I want healthy food, I want sustainability in my life, and even just the fact that the trigger's been pulled, we've got feed on the way, that just really excites me. And I'm like looking at the things that we're spending our time and money on, and I'm just like, this is what we're here for, and that's awesome. And it's amazing to have someone in your life that can just, you know, pull triggers sometimes. I have no doubt that I would have pulled the trigger eventually, but man, now that they're on their way, I'm so excited. I need 3 more. So I know that it definitely would have committed eventually, but I think I was waiting for something, and I think that thing was probably like our own block of land. Like, we couldn't do this kind of thing while we were renting, which is just not true. This side is a little bit longer, so consequences, none really, just OCD triggering. It has been, what, 3 years in the making? 3 years in the making. Awesome. We now have an outdoor workbench. That makes me happy. Nice and light. Next job. So what's your problem?
I have too many green tomatoes.
You have too many tomatoes.
Yes.
So what's your solution?
Make more relish.
Lots of relish.
Yeah.
These ones here
I
too.
agree with Mum. But there's going to be so much.
Yeah.
It's going to be too much.
You never have too many tomatoes. You're not meant to be in there. Do this for a job. Come on. Oh, there we go. How'd you get in? We need to turn this, and it's got a lot of rainfall, so I think it'll be pretty sweet once we turn it. What we're trying to do here is get all the brown matter, which is at the moment on the bottom, on top of all this green nitrogen rich stuff that is going to be broken down. We've got a little bit too much nitrogen to carbon in there. That's a little bit too much green to brown. That's fine. We've got plenty more we can add. Sort it out. Might go get some more brown for that. Nice and easy. Ooh. Let's tidy this mess up and put this fence back up so we don't have chooks in the garden. I think that's probably a good idea. Probably get back to that in like a week and turn it again, because we're looking to have some more rain. We want to get that compost pile nice and warm and breaking down everything nice and quickly, because otherwise it's just gonna start rotting. That's probably more than enough. I'll probably just wet this down, try and get everything else, like damp, like compressed down a bit so the heat can build up. We don't want to be outsourcing our compost and our soil, like big goal for us is produce food on the property, but if we're just outsourcing everything, like it's one thing to have to outsource, like if we're getting pigs, we've got to outsource grain, but like we don't want to have to outsource soil as well. I mean, like look at this, it's beautiful. We can sort that out. Isn't this just always the way that it is? Yeah. That's where it's got to go. Come on, man. Life. Alright. Cool. It's Sunday, and I have something in mind for this evening. My brother's actually coming to visit for an entire week, which is so exciting, because everything with COVID and the distance, we haven't had really anyone come up and visit apart from one of my close friends, So this is going to be the first family member that's been able to make it up to stay for a solid amount of time. So very excited for that week. But it also means that like he's coming tomorrow, so it'd be nice to spend a Sunday night before we've got a crowded house. It can't all just be work. So this one's going to be a little bit of work, a little bit of play, I think. We're going to build our fire pit. That's our view. And that's where I want the fire pit. So my aim here is to dig into the ground a little bit and then line the outside with rocks so that the fire is nice and insulated against the ground, and also, you know, it's below the grass and there's no chance of like logs and embers rolling out and stuff like that. It's all about fire safety. So I dug in around here and then I built a little wall at the back.